Yeah, fifth round, 144, but they chose Dylan Gabriel in the third round. And people don't even think Dylan should have even been drafted ahead of Shedeur. So was this more just Shedeur Sanders flexing, Deion Sanders talking about he only wants his son to go on certain teams? I think that's where it was. They try to do the racial component. I just think it's the flexing component. You can't come in here acting like you big and bad, you and your pops.
The Falcons defensive coordinator's son prank call Shooter Sanders. I said his name right? Shooter.
Dennis
Shedeur.
Schroeder, the
My bad.
basketball player Dennis
Shedeur
Schroeder.
Sanders.
Yeah.
My bad. Shedeur Sanders. He pranked called Shedeur Sanders like basically like he was a team and picking him up. So then when they found out it was him, whatever, they got fined like a hefty fine. I don't know if it was
Yeah.
500K, two hundred fifty
It was
k.
250 for the Falcons, and I think the coach he got fined. I think maybe 150 or 100, and people were calling for his job. I'm like, damn, just because I got a
Bad.
like if
Well,
anything, hey,
he 21 though, bro. Like that shit. Like I know we done did some stupid shit 21, bro, but you gotta know you can't with confidential shit. And then record yourself doing it though. That was
yeah,
the thing. Like you gonna do some shit now, you gotta be at least what we was doing, we weren't trying to be seen
yeah,
doing some wrong shit. It's
it's
like if we would
crazy.
have been filming that time we was at public. I mean in that, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Me, you and the homie, we know
Yep.
target practice. Like, nah, bro, you can't
Yeah,
film
yeah,
that.
yeah. It's like,
You
damn, you
stupid.
want to get have a situation. So,
Yeah. Like
no.
that movie was crazy. That was like when that whole yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's crazy. So movies be playing out in real life with this young kid doing some stupid stuff, and I think he's not the only person that got prank called. Shador, I think it was I don't know if Travis Hunter got pranked, but this has happened before. But now I think they got to start doing FaceTime calls. Majority of the
And
people
this
got a
but
phone,
how is
iPhone.
the information leaking though?
Maybe the son took the father's phone because a lot
No,
of these.
I'm saying if this has happened before or willy nilly, I know it happened this time.
Oh,
So
okay.
how is it happening every time? Because otherwise there's a safeguard in place.
Yeah, something ain't going on. Maybe it need to be the commissioner doing the calls. Like, hey, if you don't see my face or something,
It
but
ain't real,
he's,
yeah.
but he got to
Or a
host and do the
set
call.
number where the call is gonna come from. That's how they should do it. Like you got to pre-submit the number you're going to be calling from to the
Yep.
league, and then that way the commissioner will send to all the players that potentially could get drafted. Hey, if you get a number from any of these numbers, it's legit because it's
Yeah.
only like 32 coaches or whoever makes the calls. My bad.
Yeah.
It is the coaches who make the call, right?
I think coaches are GMs.
But yeah, whatever. You only got 32 teams, so you only need to send 30. Damn, that's a lot of people to send numbers to though.
But still at the same time, it may be what you're saying now with the safeguarding a certain number to the players, to the teams or whoever. But I think it may have been in place with this, so I don't know how it got through that. So it's crazy. Or any other time it happened,
But
but
this time he definitely just trusted his son a little too much, you know. Oh
mhm.
what the left it. Oh, you come. Oh, we should go. For
Mhm.
real, people never think their kids will do some stupid shit until they do it.
Yeah, and hey, but at the end of the day, Shador, he got on the Cleveland Browns. He
God,
drafted,
should do it,
yeah.
man. I don't care
So
what number you got picked. It's all you got in there.
yeah, fifth round, 144, but they chose Dylan Gabriel in the third round. And people don't even think Dylan should have even been drafted ahead of Shador. So was this more just Shadur Sanders flexing, Deion Sanders talking about he only wants his son to go on certain teams? I think that's where it was. They try to do the racial component. I just think it's the flexing component. You can't come in here acting like you big and bad, you and your pops.
The humble.
Yeah, I
Or
think it was a humble thing.
Didn't they work out for the Mannings
But
when they
they
fought?
were a better prospects. I think Shador. I think
Oh,
his.
they were better, huh? Why they was better, dog?
Oh nah, just
Why they was
just in
better,
general.
dog? I bet.
You know why they were better. Nah, I think at the end of the day, Shador. I think his fame and popularity was good, but he was in a conference to where the Big 12 or whatever. He was going to like against elite competition, elite teams. He didn't have a good record in his 2 years at Colorado. At Colorado, so is
And
Shadur
honestly,
Sanders
though,
better?
too,
Yeah,
I'll be honest though. no matter, I'm not giving the league bail either, but no matter the color,
Hmm.
football gets scared in general with the more unorthodox or unconventional players.
Yeah,
Like, think about it. He had a lot of times running backwards. Yes, his O line sucked. He had to do what he had to do. A lot of time running backwards. A lot of broken up plays that worked out. A lot of like, a lot of they say a lot of yak. Like yards after catch. Like
yeah.
so, like that helped the stats too. Blah blah. But like, I feel like I don't know. I don't remember. But did they treat Russell Westbrook? I mean, not Russell Westbrook.
Wilson.
Yeah, him too. But Lamar Jackson, did they treat Jay Daniels? Did they treat what's one name off the Cardinals?
Murray.
Did they treat Kyle Murray? Did they treat these guys the same way? Maybe I'm just naming all the things you can knock on them. Maybe this one is too short. Maybe this one does too much running out of the pocket. Maybe this one, like, did they all get some type of critique? Did they still get high prospect picks?
Yeah, I
Oh, and
think
what's homeboy off the Eagles?
Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
Depends on their demeanor, their bravado. They didn't really come in flexing like the APs and the iced out watch. I think Lamar Jackson, he had his vibe and he fell to the second round. So you got to understand the way that you come into the league is the way that they're going to draft you. And if you're not like a definitive number one pick, that's when you can slip. So I thought at the most he would have slipped to the first round, like latter stages of the first round. Second round, if you want to be petty. But this was like deliberate, like, all right, bro, we gonna wait. Maybe the Browns would have took him early on in their early draft picks.
They should have picked him over homeboy Dylan, whatever the
Dylan
heck is.
Gabriel, yeah, yeah. So people don't even think he should even be in the NFL. Like they showed a couple of his passes, the combine,
Oh, I
missing.
saw it, but that was trash, bro.
Yeah, I'm like,
I
come
really
on,
was
man.
upset. They played in Sanders' face, man.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like people, I don't like to throw out the race card unless I really have to, especially over the last few years. That's like the last resort, unless it's just point blank obvious. You got to break down the character and what other people perceive your character to be, especially in the NFL. So it's it is what it is. But hopefully he doesn't become a practice squad player. Hopefully he doesn't get cut. Cause that's what people are alluding to. Like he may not even make it to the NFL, regular season.
If they cut him, they just hate him. I can't imagine. I can't imagine 64 quarterbacks who can like deserve a chance over him.
Yeah.
Take starters out of the way and all that. I can't
Mhm.
imagine 64 quarterbacks who should go over him.
Yeah, it all depends on the team because you got Deshaun Watson that the owners already said they made a big mistake. So he's gone, but you got a lot of money that you owe him, 80, 90 million. And then you got Joe Flacco. He's just there as a backup, the old school veteran. Then I think Kenny Pickett, that was used to be on the Steelers, won the
Oh
champ
shit, yeah, I remember Pickett.
won a championship last season with the Eagles. So there may be a little competition there. And then you got Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders. Shadur should at the least be a top three behind Watson, behind Flacco, and himself. But
Yeah,
behind Dylan Gabriel, I'm like, all right, y'all just did this for the hell of it. Don't even
yeah.
draft him if you're gonna cut him, in my opinion. But